Okay, so now that we've looked at how natural light can be a really, really useful tool, and sometimes the only tool you have available to you in photography or on a certain given day or in the circumstances that you're in, we're now going to introduce one continuous light source and how that's going to affect the portrait, what that's going to look like, and how that's going to be a little bit different than the sort of constant splash of natural light that we had in the first demo. So I'm going to start off by flipping the switch on for our continuous light that we put together with the Softbox earlier. Ha! Let there be light. So the next thing I'm going to do is actually walk Jordan through a few poses, and hopefully you'll see the difference in terms of how the photos look and really see the direction that the light is hitting. So if you notice in our lighting setup behind me, that light is set up at about a 45-degree angle to his face. So we've both put it at a 45-degree angle, and we've also raised it up pretty high. So we're not having it like blast right straight in his face where he's squinting or anything like that. Like, you're doing okay, right?
I'm just fine. Thanks.
Okay. So the light's a little bit higher than him, and it's also at a 45-degree angle. If we blasted it right in front of his face, then you're starting to get that kind of strange, weird passport look. The other thing I wanted to mention for our continuous light photos is I'm actually going to be shooting without a tripod, but my settings are a shutter speed of 1/125th of a second. I have my aperture at 4.0, and then my ISO is at 1250, which is a lot higher ISO than what I would need if I was shooting on a tripod. But in this case, I want to be able to move around a little bit, and I'm okay to accept a little bit more graininess from our sensor noise in my photo. So let's do it. I'm standing sort of right in front of Jordan here, and let's have you turn both of your knees, kind of put them together, and go ahead and have your knees face that light. And then you're going to turn your upper body towards me. Perfect. And then your fingers right now are pretty wide open, so I'm going to have you close your fingers down and kind of relax them. Put one hand over the other, as opposed to clasping them, just because it's a little bit less information going on. So cool, let's do it. I'm going to have you tilt your chin down just a tiny bit more. Awesome. Fabulous. And I'm focusing right in on his eyes. Great. Cool. Let's have you look off camera up to your left a little bit. Bring your eyes in just a tiny bit towards me. Yep. Awesome. And then let's have you look towards the light. Awesome. This is very like painterly, classical look. Perfect. Awesome. And great shirt, by the way.
Thank you.
Good choice. That is lighting with one continuous light. And you notice that the lighting direction on Jordan is coming in on the right side of his face, or our left side, looking towards the subject, and it's a little bit more dramatic lighting than what we would get with just a big ambient fill from outside. So awesome.